washer, or dryer. Your choice.
USA Tag Team titles, the Dream Team defending. USA Junior Heavyweight title. Our TV time expired as we were showing you the USA Heavyweight Championship match. El Madril defending against Billy Joe Travis. So let's go back to Gilley's and show you the completion of that exciting match. The challenger. The referee is Dick Kozak. Madril with a small package sends Billy Joe down for a 1 count. And Madril's going to complain that he didn't get a fast enough count. Here comes Billy Joe Travis. A reversal. He gets in front, puts Madril high in the air. And Fantasy is going crazy. Fist there from Billy Joe Travis. Billy Joe reaches down. And the air, and then the fist he throws into the jaw of El Madril. Travis reaches in. What's he going to do with him? Knocks him down. Billy Joe going up on the ropes. Billy Joe dives across the champion, El Madril. One. That's all he got is a 1 as Fantasy is up and Billy Joe has hold of Fantasy. Madril comes in behind. Madril whips him across the ring. He ducked underneath that clothesline. A drop kick knocks Madril down. Billy Joe Travis is now going out and coming up on the middle rope. Here comes Golden Boy down as Madril finds Travis coming in there with a cross body block. Golden is coming into the ring. Well, Billy Joe had him down, but Golden come in just in time. 2-on-1, the bell is sounding. Billy Joe Travis is knocked down. Golden is pounding him. Madril is kicking him. Fantasy is coming into the ring. She's going to do her miss. Fantasy slap. I wish somebody slapped the daylights out of her. And Billy Joe is now taken and thrown over the top rope. The decision of the match. El Madril disqualified for the outside interference from the Golden Boy. Billy Joe Travis wins the match, but not the title. And Jonathan Boyd, I know you're smiling and laughing. Miss Fantasy somehow always figures ways to keep things on her side.
Look, if you play with fire, you get burnt. And if you play with a spitfire like Miss Fantasy, you're going to get burnt because her men are going to burn you.
You sure you're not giving her advice?
Look, I'm not giving her advice, and if I was, I'd keep it my own secret. Do you understand what I mean? But she does remind me of myself when I was leading my army to victory. Fantasy, keep up the good work. I take my hat off to you.
Well, this past Sunday night, we were at the Hemisfair Arena in San Antonio, and Billy Joe Travis came to the ring to challenge El Madril for another match. Let's show you what happened in San Antonio. Billy Joe Travis says the reason he has come to Texas is he wants to challenge Madril once again for that USA heavyweight title. Oh, and now Fantasy has Golden and Madril attack Billy Joe Travis. Billy Joe Travis has thrown out of the ring. Madril goes out after him. Madril has him by the hair, and he's bringing him over to this side of the ring, and he takes him and he throws him into the steel post. Billy Joe Travis, who came down to ringside to challenge El Madril for a USA title match, is now getting pounded on by El Madril and a Golden Boy. Madril is outside. Golden is inside. And now Madril throws Travis up underneath that bottom rope. Remember, this is not a match. This was a challenge by Billy Joe Travis to El Madril. Madril and Golden are about to face the Dream Team in just a moment, but in the meantime, before the Dream Team ever comes out of the dressing room, Madril and Golden are punishing Billy Joe Travis. Well, I'm sure that Fantasy, the Golden Boy, and El Madril have not heard the last from Billy Joe Travis, Jonathan Boyd.
You know what? I think Billy Joe Travis is one of the luckiest people in the bloody world. Do you know why?
Why?
You just seen him get hurt, didn't you? I'll tell you why he's lucky. Because if it had been me, Billy Joe Travis, I would have beat you half to death. You would of Texas now. Fantasy family, take a word of advice from me. Hurt these people so they don't come back and challenge you, you dumb bloody Yanks.
Stay tuned because there's more of the Fantasy Family coming up next here on Texas All-Star Wrestling right after this.
Austin, Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Advance tickets available at the Civic Center. Kids tickets only $3. For the Gilley's Championship, The Hood versus Billy Joe Travis. For the USA Junior Heavyweight Championship, Al Gavigan defends against Tommy Wright. For the six-man tag team championship, it's the combination of sheepherder Jonathan Boyd and his sheep against America's team, Big Bubba, Scott Casey, and Polish Power, Ivan Putski. For the USA Tag Team Championship, the team of the Fantasy's family, Golden Boy Mike Golden and Al Madril against the Dream Team. And for the USA Heavyweight Championship, Gentleman Chris Adams challenges Al Madril. With me now, the Dream Team ready to get down in Austin on the Night of Champions.
That's right, the Night of Champions, Austin. Get ready, the U.S. Tag Team Champions coming your way. The Dream Team of '86. Iceman, my brother, look here. I want to tell the people one thing. Iceman dreamed about it, and I did too. Now we together, we taking care of business. We told the people.
My dream
Woo!
come true.
We told them, Ice.
When I was learning the business, Tiger Conway Jr. was a star. The Iceman is a star. Yes. You take two stars and put them together, and what you got? You got two of the best stars in the country. Fantasy, family, come ahead. We like two peas in the pot. We don't start moving and grooving till things get hot.
Tell 'em, Mike.
Woo! You know, it's one thing the old man used to tell me. He say, son, men come in all sizes, all shapes, and all colors. But stand for what you believe in. All sin, we come.
The Night of Champions, Sunday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Don't miss this card.
And Al Madril is there about to...
Evil lurks in the heart of all men, Steve Stacks, and she's the evil that lurks in their hearts. And keep up the good work, Fantasy.
Let's pick up Mark Nolte.
Team action with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the blue corner, presented by Fantasy. From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, weighing 241 pounds, Golden Boy Mike Golden. And his partner from Los Angeles, California, weighing 239 pounds, the USA Heavyweight Champion, Al Madril. Their opponents tonight in the red corner, first from San Antonio at 212 pounds, the USA Junior Heavyweight Champion, Al Gavigan. And from Tampa, Florida, weighing 225 pounds, Tommy Wright.
Ready for this tag team match, Texas All-Star Wrestling at Gilley's. Of course, Miss Fantasy, the manager of the Golden Boy, and Al Madril. Let's see who's going to start. It's going to be Tommy Wright for his team, Rusty, and Mike Golden, the Golden Boy, for his team.
This ought to be an interesting matchup. Mike Golden Boy and Tommy Wright in there start things out. Of course, you can look for Al Madril and Miss Fantasy to make things very interesting on the sidelines.
Al Madril and Golden, they're still mad about losing that tag team title here to the Dream Team at Gilley's a couple weeks ago, and they want to start beating up on people and get another shot at that title. Twisting that arm. Golden with an elbow to the top of that shoulder. He tags out quickly. He didn't stay in there too long. He tags out to Al Madril.
And to me right now, that's just good, smart wrestling, and it's working together, Steve. So right now, they're wrestling real smart in there.
Steve Stack here at Gilley's with Rusty Clark, the voice of Gilley's, as we watch Al Madril hold on to the left arm of Tommy Wright. The referee is Harry Chandler. And a reversal by Wright, but Madril reached behind and tagged out, and here is Golden coming in quick. So Madril and Golden making quick tags.
Yeah, but like I said before, they're working real good. Oh, the Golden Boy missed. Yeah, that looks good.
Tommy Wright coming up on top of the Golden Boy. Golden kicking out quickly. Miss Fantasy at ringside just pacing up and down. Tommy Wright holding on to the head. There's Miss Fantasy. Just walking down in the front. Looking into the ring, watching the Golden Boy as he goes down from a shoulder tackle right over the top. Oh, and nice hip toss by Tommy Wright. An arm drag, another arm drag, and Tommy Wright has the Golden Boy bailing out of the ring.
Yeah, he did. Al Madril started to come in, Steve, and he didn't want any part of that action.
Well, Madril decided it'd be better for him to stay out at this point of the match. As Mike Golden had his hands full with Tommy Wright. Here's Golden now making his way back into the ring. He goes to lock up, but Tommy Wright was coming in. Golden caught him with that boot. Here comes Madril. Madril rakes the fingers down the back of Tommy Wright. Big fist there by Madril, Rusty, and he uses anything he can.
Al Madril uses, like you say, Steve, anything he can to win. Winning's the name of the game, no matter how he does it or what tactics he uses to get the job done. He's going to do it.
Here comes Madril bouncing off the rope. Oh, did Tommy Wright get in front of Al Madril and take him over all the way? A pop from Gavigan outside, a pop from Wright, and Madril bails out across the timekeeper's table. Gavigan is right there. Madril stares him down, and Miss Fantasy comes over and has something to say. Madril, she has a smile on her face.
When Miss Fantasy, Steve, has a smile on her face, you know something's going to happen sooner or later. They're going to, I think they're having a little meeting right now. She's got them in a little meeting, and she's cooking up something. You can be sure of that.
Well, she told Madril and Golden something now. They're both going up onto the apron into the ring. It's Al Madril, the legal man, in the ring against Tommy Wright here in this tag team match at Gilley's, Pasadena, Texas. Texas All-Star Wrestling. Wherever you're watching, we hope you enjoy it. Now, Al Gavigan, the USA Junior Heavyweight Champion, is tagged in. Gavigan gets a cheer from the crowd. Madril gets out. You hear the crowd. And there they are. They're having a good time here with Texas All-Star Wrestling tonight. Side headlock by Gavigan. Uses the ropes for his leverage. Takes the Golden Boy down. Madril starts in. Decides against it as we see Gavigan lock that headlock on tight.
And he's got a good one right now, Steve. He's making the Golden Boy pay for a little bit. It looks like Al Madril over in the corner. The camera's not on him right now, but he was doing little mind games over there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, especially when Miss Fantasy is around that ring.
Shoulder knocks Golden down. Over the top goes Gavigan. Over the top went Gavigan again. Turns around. A nice drop kick by the USA Junior Heavyweight Champion. And Golden is out of the ring again. And Miss Fantasy quickly going over talking to the Golden Boy. She is not pleased now.
No, she isn't, Steve. She's a little hot under the collar. And when Miss Fantasy gets hot, you know things are going to happen. It's going to happen around there.
She reaches up. Golden on the leg. Tells him to get into the ring. Take care of the USA Junior Heavyweight Champion. They lock up and they back into the corner, and Tommy Wright has reached in and tagged in. Tommy Wright, now the legal man. Snapmare as he pulls Golden out of the corner, has an elbow that he wants to lay onto the nose, and he does.
You know one thing about it, Steve, I noticed Tommy is a lot smaller than the Golden Boy or Al Madril, and he's holding his own in there tonight with him.
He goes over the 200 pounds, makes him a heavyweight as he gets his head slammed in there now. As Golden takes him over, throws him into the boot, and Madril had sticking between the ropes. And Al Madril goes over and swings at Gavigan. He's trying to get Gavigan to come into the ring, but he only did that to distract the referee so that he and Golden would take care of Tommy Wright, and they quickly turn things around.
I can't believe now the referee's finally getting over to the corner and going to break it up after the damage has already been done.
Well, Gavigan made his way out of the ring. Golden grabs Tommy Wright, puts him down in the center of the ring. Golden goes to the rope, dives off with a leg across, maybe close to the throat. I don't think he got it across the throat. A 2 count, and Golden tags out. In comes Madril. Madril turns him away from the referee, and we heard that one pop back here.
I guarantee you we did, Steve. We're talking nothing but knuckles in the old nose.
Right, he whipped into the corner. Madril takes Tommy Wright now and throws him out on the floor. Let's see, Fantasy's over there, and she puts the high heels to Tommy Wright, and Golden dives in with that head as Gavigan finally comes over, and the referee comes out. Gavigan coming over to protect his tag team partner. Madril reaches in, has him by the hair, pulls him between the ropes. Here comes the referee back. So they're getting a little wild here at Gilley's tonight.
Yeah, they are, Steve. It's a lot of action now. Oh, did you see that? Fantasy just reached up and slapped him.
Fantasy with her slap. The head of Wright slammed into the turnbuckle, and this time he gets out of the way, and it's Madril going in there with a shoulder. Madril going to try to get over and tag out, I believe, the Golden, and it looks like he's not going to have any trouble doing it.
Has Miss Fantasy slapped you yet, Steve? I heard her said she was going to slap you.
No, she didn't. I don't know. As we watch Golden now, coming off the ropes, catching an elbow. Here comes Wright in, all four men battling it out. The top kick by Gavigan knocks Golden down. Madril goes to the eyes of Wright, throws him out of the ring. Reverse neck breaker by Golden. And it's Madril and Golden pounding on Gavigan. A clothesline. Down goes Gavigan. As they have those arms locked together, they whip Gavigan into it. Now they're going for a suplex.
Yeah, and it looks like this could be all over right here, Steve. Oh, he didn't get the job done. He can't get him up. There he got him up.
He's got him up, and he drops him head first right down onto that mat, and here comes the pin. It's 1, 2, 3, and the Golden Boy, with a little help from Madril, gets the victory. As Al Madril and the Golden Boy, the winners, over Al, Gavigan, and Tommy Wright. And there goes Gavigan being thrown out of the ring. That's the same place that Wright is. And they have their hands raised. Mark Nolte is in the ring. Let's go down and see if he can get a word with Miss Fantasy.
Fantasy, an impressive victory for your team against a good combination.
You bet it's a good combination. It's the greatest combination around, the Golden Boy and Al Madril. I got nothing but champions. You people know that. I got winners on my side. Else I wouldn't be having them in my family. Fantasy's family's number one. Let me tell you people something. I got a new addition to the family. That's a secret on who it is. But you can bet it's going to be a great surprise. It's going to be one of the greatest additions to my family I've ever had. We are number one.
Well, Jonathan Boyd, she mentions a new member of the family. Do you have any idea who that might be?
I know everything that happens in professional wrestling. Of course I know who the new member of the family
Why don't you
is.
tell us?
But I'm not going to tell anybody, because if I give out all my secrets, then I will not be the greatest warlord sheep herder in the world today. And I am the best there is. 37 countries, champions. They're just starting. I'm already there.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because the Dream Team, the Iceman and Tiger Jr., the USA Tag Team titles, plus a look at Scott
The
Casey,
Dream Team.
Rick Casey, and Adrian Street. It's all yet to come right after
Nightmare.
Let's see him here in Austin, Father's Day, Sunday, June the 15th, 2:30 in the afternoon. One of the big matches has the Southeast Heavyweight Champion, Rick Casey in Austin, defending his title against exotic Adrian Street. Rick's good to have you in Austin.
That's right, Steve. You know, it's been a long time since I've been to Austin, but I remember all the great fans there in Austin, and I hope they remember Rick Casey. Now, I'm coming in there at 2:30 in the afternoon on Father's Day, obviously, which you know nothing about, Adrian Street, if you know where I'm coming from. Well, I'm going to put my title on the line against you, Adrian Street, but I've told you once, and I'll tell you again, baby, we've battled before, and I ain't no man for anybody to make a reputation off of if you know where I'm coming from. So you just get yourself ready, Adrian Street. Bring your little prissy self down in your little silk satin tights, because I don't care, baby. Maybe when it's all over with, I'll take those things off and let those people see if you're really a he or a she.
Rick Casey against exotic Adrian Street, Father's Day, right here in Austin. The action begins at 2:30 in the afternoon at the City Coliseum. Texas All-Star Wrestling here at the City Coliseum in Austin this Sunday, June the 15th. It's Father's Day. The action gets underway at 2:30 in the afternoon. One of the exciting matches. Rick Casey defends his Southeast Heavyweight title against the challenge of exotic Adrian Street.
Don't you Americans have such funny names? Isn't Rick short for Richard? Is it?
Sure.
I like Dick better. And as far as that person's concerned, that funny cowboy chappie with a title no less, Rick Casey. I prefer to call him Gwendolyn because there's something very strange about a cowboy. He's just a closet-case cowboy. He's a sissy. He's a disgrace to manhood as far as I'm concerned. I've got more manhood in this little finger than this Gwendolyn Casey's got in this whole silly cowboy body. And as far as I'm concerned, I am going to be the future champion, of course. That belt, I don't like it, White. I'm going to pay.
Exotic Adrian Street against Rick Casey, Father's Day. Awesome.
I was bad from ringside. Otherwise, I would have jumped in that ring and ripped your bloody heads off. That's why I was bad from ringside. You're scared of me.
Let's pick up the Dream Team as they enter the ring at Gilley's. King Parsons. What an exciting tag team combination this is.
Yeah, not only this, Tiger Conway Jr., a heck of a wrestler, but he's such a nice guy, Steve. And that's what, in this business, as you know, in the over 20 years you've been in it, the nice guys don't usually win. But I'm glad to see these guys winning.
What they do is they have a nice American flag that they're waving to counteract that New Zealand flag that the Sheep have brought into the ring. Let's get down to ringside now and pick up the introductions with Mark Nolte.
Of 495 pounds from the Isle of Maori, the Sheep. Their opponents tonight at a combined weight of 469 pounds from St. Louis, Missouri and Houston, Texas, the reigning USA Tag Team Champions, the Dream Team, Tiger Conway Jr. and Iceman King Parsons.
Now, there you have the introductions of the Dream Team, the USA Tag Team Champions. They're defending their titles here at Gilley's tonight. Steve Stack here at ringside with Rusty Clark, the voice of Gilley's. And Rusty, I'll tell you what, the fans like this Dream Team.
Yeah, they do, Steve, because I think one thing about the Dream Team, they work real good together. They're very professional. They handle themselves good, and they know when to tag and when to get in there and when to get out.
Well, it's Tiger Conway Jr. starting against one of the Sheeps, and I believe this is Tanui the Sheep. It's hard to tell, these two bushy-haired sheep, which one it is, but that is Tanui. Tiger puts him onto the ropes. Tiger in front. The referee, Nick Kozak, asks for a break, and he gets it.
Tanui, this is Tanui. I cannot tell them apart, but this is Tanui wrestling right now.
This is it. His brother is a little bigger on the outside. They lock up again, and this time it is Tanui on the ropes. He had Tiger on the ropes, and Tiger turned him around because I think that he knew that Tanui was wanting to throw one of those big punches on the break.
Tiger Conway Jr. is a very ring-wise veteran. He really is. And he knows when to get out there and when not to. And look at that. Right there shows you just how good Conway is.
He went to the hammerlock, come off the hammerlock, went into the headlock as he holds on to the head of Tiger Conway Jr. They backed into the corner. I thought the Sheep would make a tag, but they didn't make the tag. Tiger now being whipped into the ropes. A shoulder knocks the Sheep down. Side headlock by Tiger as he takes the Sheep and puts him down here in the center of the ring at Gilley's. A lot of great wrestling action at Gilley's in Pasadena. Remember, we're here every Friday night. If you're in Houston or the surrounding area, come on over to Pasadena. Enjoy Texas All-Star Wrestling. There was a tag made now. The Iceman is tagged in. And of course, Rusty, you can go into the club and have a great time after the matches. Doesn't cost you any more.
That's right, exactly right. Tonight we got Con Hunley in the club, so we'd love to see everybody out here tonight. Con Hunley tonight.
It ought to be a great one. Tiger Conway Jr., Iceman King Parsons, the Dream Team. It's the Iceman holding on to the head of the Sheep. Yes, that's Tanui. Oh, does he get knocked down? Tiger Conway outside watching the Iceman taking care of Tanui. Look at that. Iceman move.
Boy, a shoulder block and a hip toss, and it was great. He put him down, down hard.
Iceman King Parsons holds on to the big sheep. Tanui, and now Tanui reached in behind, made the tag. In comes Tapu. A little taller, but probably a little heavier than his wrestling cousin, brother, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, what is the relationship between those two?
No one really knows, I don't believe, as they lock up now. Iceman holding on to Tapu, come out with a side headlock. Nick Kozak, the referee here for this championship match. Holding on tight.
Yeah, they are, Steve. Right now he's got a good headlock on him, and he is really putting the pressure on him. But I think he's going to come out of this real good.
Side headlock. Here it comes. Tapu over the top of the Iceman. The Tiger attack tagged in, was waiting for him. Big flip. Tiger knocks the other sheep over on the apron. Tiger staying in the ring. Throws Tapu down. Tiger Conway Jr. One half of the Dream Team reaches in, snatches him up, has him rolled up in a small package, doesn't get him. It doesn't look too good for your sheep right now, sheep herder.
But I got a bloody question for you. Am I at ringside?
No, you're barred from ringside for this match.
Why was I barred from ringside?
You know, because you interfere every time.
No, I'm barred from ringside because I'm their bloody brains.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we'll be back to the completion of this match right after this.
They don't function without me.
At the afternoon City Coliseum, Austin, 2:30 p.m. Gentlemen, Chris Adams battles Al Madril for the USA Heavyweight Championship. Exotic Adrian Street meets Rick Casey with the Southeast Heavyweight title on the line. Polish Power Ivan Putski teams up with Scott Casey and Big Bubba to battle for the six-man Tag Team Championship. The USA Tag Team titles and the USA Junior Heavyweight Championship will also be defended. That's this Sunday afternoon, the Day of Champions, City Coliseum, Austin. Join the excitement of the USA Tag Team
Tiger
title
moving
well in the ring, staying on top of the sheep. Oh, here comes a reverse backslide. 1, 2, says the referee, Nick Kozak. And the sheep somehow get out of there before the count is reached. Nice drop kick. Tiger Conway Jr.
Yeah, it was, and I think Tiger, oh, what a headbutt. I mean, it was a great headbutt.
And there's a headbutt by the Iceman as they keep the sheep in their corner. Oh, another headbutt. They are pounding it on the sheep. Tiger with a slam. 1, 2, the sheep kick out.
Yeah, he didn't lock that leg, Steve. You got to lock that leg, as you know, if you're going to pin somebody like one of the sheeps.
Tiger whips him across the ring. He made the tag. There's the drop kick. He made the tag to the Iceman. So the Iceman is now the legal man in the ring. Iceman takes those boots and rakes them around the face and the eyes of Tapu. Here's Tapu bouncing off the ropes. He ducked underneath that one. Oh, he doesn't get underneath that one, though. As the clothesline has him down. Here's the count. It's 2. As the other sheep reached in and pulled the Iceman off.
Yeah, that's par for the course for all you golfers and avid wrestling fans. You know they're going to do it. They're going to do anything they can to win it.
Well, they are, of course, led by Jonathan Boyd, who is not at ringside for this match. Oh, did you see Tiger reach in there and just get him as he made the tag? The other sheep is in. He bails out of the ring as the Iceman chases him out. Tiger Conway Jr. may have had the victory if the other sheep hadn't come in to interfere. Here's the tag. It is Tanui back in the ring. USA Tag Team Championship on the line. The Dream Team, the champions, against the challengers, the sheep. Here comes Tiger. Bouncing off the ropes, an elbow knocks him down. That's a big elbow as he goes to choking now.
Yeah, Canui is just choking the fire out of Tiger right now. But Tiger's stuff, he can take it. He always comes back.
Tanui has the fingers. He may have it at the jaws of Tiger Conway Jr. as he does, as you saw the shot there. Big open hand chop. Conway whips him across the ring. Tiger clotheslines him. Tiger goes after the other sheep. And Tiger Conway Jr. has a suplex up on Tanui. He comes bouncing off the ropes at elbow, and Tanui moves out from underneath.
Yeah, he missed that one. Conway really telegraphed that move, and that's why he got out of it.
Yeah, forearms to the back of Tiger Conway Jr. as Tiger works his way over, and he'd like to tag out to the Iceman King Parsons, but he can't quite get there. Iceman trying to get the crowd up for Tiger, trying to get the adrenaline flowing and get Tiger back in as you look at the crowd here at Gilley.
One thing about this Gilley's crowd, Steve, if they can't do it, there isn't anybody that can't do it. And they're up right now, rooting for Tiger and the Iceman right now.
Tapu is tagged back in. Takes Tiger. Conway drops him down. Here's the count from referee Nick Kozak. It was 2 again. The sheep of Jonathan Boyd against the Dream Team. Tapu with that boot to the side of the head. Now one to the chest. Now he puts the boot on the throat of Tiger Conway, and he is choking Tiger.
I wonder, it's Jonathan Boyd. He's got to be backstage. What I'm wondering is he going to run out here? What's going to happen? Because you never know when he's around.
Well, that's for sure. You have to keep your eye towards the aisle that leads to the dressing room here at Gilley's as Tapu has tagged out, and in comes Tanui.
Come on, Tiger.
Tiger Conway Jr. gets slammed. As you catch all these exciting shots, Alex is our cameraman on the floor. Mark is right behind us, getting the shots directly behind us. Danny is high up in the bleachers, and in the truck, our director, Eddie Aguilar. Great crew from Center Stage Production. There's Iceman with a headbutt. Another headbutt. Boy, this Iceman does have a hard head, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. So does Tiger, but the Iceman really has a hard head, and he uses it to his advantage.
Now the Iceman, a very exciting wrestler. And he and Tiger Conway Jr. are going to be great champions. He goes for another pin, but here comes the other sheep in. Tiger says, I've had about enough of this. I'm going to come in and help my partner, and all 4 men begin to throw punches in the ring.
I mean, we're talking mayhem up there right now. Steve, all 4 wrestlers in the ring. They look like they're trying to set something up. And here they go. They're trying to set here.
Whip them into each other. The Dream Team going into each other by the sheep. The sheep, let's see, they're being whipped across the ring. The Dream Team, they ducked underneath that one. Oh, there's that reverse. Whatever you want to call it from the Iceman, and it's 1, 2, 3, and the Dream Team. What a move. I don't know what to call that, Rusty.
They got it. I mean, Steve, that's what you call just good wrestling, knowing what to do, and they did it.
Wait a minute. Here comes Madril and the Golden Boy with Miss Fantasy. They're making their way down to the ring. I don't know what they're doing down here. Let's pick up Fantasy.
You stole the tag titles, and this is the man that you should be wrestling. I just said you watched and said, let me tell you something.
Well, let me tell you, Fantasy should have never slapped him. But now it's Golden and Madril going after the Dream Team.
I'll tell you what, Miss Fantasy, she always seems to get in there, start things going, Steve, and that famous slap of hers is going to backfire on her one day.
Here comes Jonathan Boyd, and he's got some leather straps or something. He hands some straps to Fantasy, and Fantasy gives the straps to Madril and Golden. They start putting the straps to Tiger Conway Jr. and the Iceman, and you can hear those leather straps popping way down here. Look at that. They begin to pound. Finally, Conway gets out of there. The Iceman had bailed out a little earlier. Boy, anything. We were talking about anything could happen, and it happened here in this match.
That's right, Steve. I was wondering when Jonathan Boyd was going to show up. Now they got Fantasy. They're literally chasing him out of the ring right now. Madril and the Golden Boy.
Well, what happened? Tiger and the Ice went out, and somebody gave him some belts. They were going to fight fire with fire. And now Mark Nolte, I don't know whether he can get the Ice and Tiger calmed down enough to talk to him, but he's going to try. Let's go down to ringside.
King Parsons, Tiger Conway Jr. suffering the embarrassment of being strapped right here in the middle of the ring at Gilley.
Let me tell you something, Fantasy. Where I come from, a woman got a place. But I tell you what, you suckers loading up all the guns. Okay, fine. You want Tiger and the Iceman anytime, any place, right here, right now, sucker.
Well, Jonathan Boyd, you must be mad about something that would bring those belts in the ring. Why'd you do that?
Mad? There's a method to my madness. I'm sick and tired of people calling me mad and crazy. My job is to hurt people, and if I have to use my sheep as pawns for somebody else's money to get people hurt, people will be hurt. If Fantasy, if you want to pay me any more money, love, you just pay me those Yankee dollars, and I'll have my sheep tire them out anytime you want.
There you have it from the sheep herder, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because the Cowboy, Scott Casey, Rick Casey, Exotic Adrian Street, and the sheep herder. More to come here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. But before we go to the break, let's listen to Rusty Clark.
Okay, all you wrestling fans, a fantastic night here at Gilley's tonight. We have got Con Hunley coming in tonight. He's going to be here with us. You be here with us, too. The 20th, we got Pake McIntyre coming in to Gilley's, 4500 Spencer Highway in Pasadena. Of course, the world's largest honky tonk. Our big 4th of July picnic with Connie Smith, Gene Watson, and Judy Rodman. But be here tonight for Con Hunley, and then on the 20th, for Pake McIntyre. Of course, a live rodeo every Saturday night in the rodeo arena. Gilley's, 4500 Spencer Highway in Pasadena, the world's largest honky tonk.
Well, this lady is at Gilley's all the time waving that United States flag. Your name?
Betty Wire. Betty Wire, and everybody calls me Grandma.
Okay, Grandma, how do you like Texas All-Star Wrestling?
Fine, fine. I never miss it.
Good. Nice day. And tag team titles on the line, Jonathan Boyd and the Sheep against Scott Casey, Big Bubba, and Austin's own Ivan Putski.
Boy, you know, we're going to be the new champions. And I'll tell you what, Steve, I'm looking forward to for this 6-man tag team. It's something new. I've never done this before. And I'll tell you what, Austin, Texas, Polish Pie, coming down. People are going to see what it means to be Polish because we're going to get down. I mean, we're going to really get down. 6-man tag team, commotion. You're going to fall out of that ring, break your heads, bust your bones. And I'll tell you what, it's a dangerous match, Steve, and I'm looking forward to it. People are going to get a treat because they never see nothing like this.
Ivan, you've got two good men in your corner, Scott Casey and Big Bubba. I think I'd like to have Big Bubba anywhere.
I tell you what, I can just sit back and take it easy because they're going to do all the action on themselves. And I tell you what, I'll be there on the sidelines.
Jonathan Boyd, I've got a lot of questions I want to ask you about this match. We're going to show the fans right now. You were in the ring against Tony Torres. There you are choking. Now, this man you could probably beat any time you wanted to, but you wanted to punish, you wanted to hurt, you wanted to do everything you can.
You're right. I could beat him anytime I wanted to, but all I wanted to do was beat him after death because I wanted one person watching, and that's Scott Casey. Because, Scott Casey, what I do to everybody that you see me wrestle, I'm going to do to you tenfold.
Well, you just knocked the referee down.
Tenfold.
Why do you have to even hit the referee?
Hit the referee when I'm in there and my adrenaline starts to come to the top and the blood starts pouring out of my veins. I want to hurt people, and I want to hurt Americans because I hate you. I hate you with every inch of my flesh.
Now you're going up on the top rope and you're diving down on Tony Torres. This was the second time.
Pain is the name name of the game. Don't you understand? It's pain. It's pain. It comes from the gladiators. Only the people that won were victorious. The people that lost were either mutilated or they were dead.
Well, here you continue that joke. The referee has already asked for the bell. He couldn't get you to do anything that was right in the match, and he's asking for somebody to come out and help him. You already knocked him down once.
Anybody that gets
Hey, wait,
in
here
the ring
comes
with
Scott
me
Casey. Look
needs
here.
help. Look at that. He comes in with a hunk of wood. The only way Scott Casey has any chance at all against the sheepherder, Golden Boy, is to use
you
a
run.
hunk of wood.
I saw you run the minute you saw that board.
Would you run from a hunk of wood?
I'd run too, but
That's
you
right.
had that
Well,
hunk of wood.
Casey, you'll run from me. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, but you bring steel pipes and everything into the ring.
And I'll use them on you, Casey.
Yeah, let's
I'll
go.
use them on
Here
you.
comes Scott Casey out of the ring now, and I think
Yes.
Mark Nolte might get a word with him. Let's go down to ringside.
Open him out.
All he wants to do is try to hurt people. He doesn't want to wrestle people. He doesn't want to wrestle people. All he wants to do is hurt them. Well, I'm going to show him what hurt's all about him next time I get him in the ring with me. There's no sense in this. The name of the game is to beat some man. Not beat him half to death like this.
Well, not beat him half to death. That's what you try to do.
Death, Scott Casey. I'm going to beat you half to death. Sign the contracts. I don't care if it's in Gilley's on the 28th, or if it's in the arenas, if it's in Temple, if it's in Galveston, if it's in Austin. I don't care. Sign the contracts. Give me the satisfaction of ripping your face off your head, your Yankee face. I want to hurt him. Do you understand that?
The sheepherder Jonathan Boyd in the battle with Scott Casey.
That's all I'm asking
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
let me hurt
coming
him. I'm
to
begging
Texas,
you. Let
Rick
me hurt
Casey.
him. Just
Let's
let
listen
me,
to these
let
words
me rip him.
from the cowboy
Just
Rick
let me rip
Casey.
him a little bit. Let me
Get
hurt
away from
him.
me.
I want to hurt him.
If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't want to go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. I was one of the chosen few to be born in Alabama. I'm just like my daddy's son. I'm proud of who I am. I went through a lot of good women, sugar and bean pan. If I never see the pearly gates, I will walk through the promised land. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't want to go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If they don't have a grand ole Opry like they do in Tennessee, just send me to hell or New York City, it would be about the same to me. I got wild honey trees and crazy little weeds growing around my shack. These dusty roads ain't streets to go, but I'm happy right where I'm at. All these pretty little southern bells are a country boy's dream. They ain't got wings or halos, but they sure look good to me. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't want to go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If they don't have a grand ole Opry like they do down in Tennessee, just send me to hell or New York City, it would be about the same to me. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't want to go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie.
Rick Casey coming to Texas, and here's the man he's going to be meeting in the ring. Exotic Adrian Street. Here's his interpretation of a real cowboy.
There's something very strange about a cowboy, which makes me wonder how the West was won. There's something very strange about a cowboy, something I can't put my finger on. The deputy would stroll round to the dance hall when he had an hour or two to spend. The dancing girls were never ever worried, 'cause they knew he had his own four-legged friend. I wish that I could simply turn the clock back to those days of the famous Wild Wild West. For I know if I came across the James boys, Jesse is the one I'd like the best. There's something very strange about a cowboy, which makes me wonder how the West was won. There's something very strange about a cowboy, something I can't put my finger on. Something I can't put my finger on. Something I can't put my finger on.
Exotic Adrian Street and Rick Casey. You'll see them in Gilley's, in San Antonio, in Temple, and in Austin. Watch for them in your city. Stay tuned, because the exciting cowboy Scott Casey will be stepping in the ring in Gilley's right after this. Chris Adams battles Al Madril for the USA Heavyweight Championship. Exotic Adrian Street meets Rick Casey with the Southeast Heavyweight title on the line. Polish Power Ivan Putski teams up with Scott Casey and Big Bubba to battle for the six-man Tag Team Championship. The USA Tag Team titles and the USA Junior Heavyweight Championship will also be defended. That's this Sunday afternoon, the Day of Champions, City Coliseum. Well, Jonathan Boyd, you're always complaining that Scott Casey is interfering in your matches every time you're in the ring, no matter where it is. I want all the fans, and I want you to sit back and watch what's happening at Gilley's as we pick up this match in progress.
Bloody minute.
Going for the power driver. There it is. Oh, he dropped him on his head.
Should be all over, Steve. Should be all over on this one.
Casey covers him up. There's two, and there's three. There's three. But oh, he had a leg over that bottom rope, so he didn't get it. We saw the leg just barely in a corner. Here comes Boyd. Here come the Sheep. Boyd and the Sheep have reappeared, and Boyd and the Sheep are pounding on Scott Casey. So the Sheep herder was hot for Casey coming out a while ago.
Yeah, I can't believe it. They can't do anything about this. It's getting unreal. There's 3 against 1 up there. After Hall gets in, it's going to be 4 against 1.
Well, here comes Tommy Wright. Oh, and you can hear the floor shake as Big Bubba comes down. Big Bubba's in the ring. Big Bubba, Tommy Wright, and Scott Casey with the Sheep and the Jonathan Boyd, the Sheep herder. There goes Boyd belling out of the ring. There go the Sheep, and they bit off more than they could chew that time. Well, Sheep herder, that's the second time on this television program I've seen you run.
He who runs today lives to play another day, and I'm not playing with Casey. I'm getting out of Casey's way till I get Casey in my way, and then I'm going to mutilate you, Casey. I guarantee you that.
Well, Scott Casey is just not going to stand back and take what you dish out. He's going to be dishing out his own.
Take it all right, Casey, because I will rip you into pieces personally.
Thank you very much for being here today, Sheep herder Jonathan Boyd. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, here on Texas All-Star Wrestling, Adrian Street will be battling Rick Casey. The Dream Team, the Iceman and Tiger Jr. will be here. Plus, our TV main event will be Al Madril defending his USA heavyweight title against Billy Joe Travis with Fantasy and Golden locked in a penalty box. Till then, on behalf of Steve Stack and the Sheep herder Jonathan Boyd, so long from Texas with Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Goodbye, Casey.